Form factor. That's what today is all about. It's all about improving the form factor. So this is my rig. This is my GH5 and it's in frame. And then on top of that, I've got the Atomos Ninja 5. I use this small rig frame so that I can mount everything on that I need to. Main reason is because this was actually a kind of a more cost-effective way of recording. You've got all sorts of options, one of which is HDMI out. So with this, you can actually output into the Atomos Ninja 5 and then use an SSD card. This is a removable slot, and then move that back onto your computer, connect it up via this USB-C, and that goes straight into the side. You transfer as fast as if you're using the disk on your computer. It is mega quick. The other advantage of this is it allows you to record the full 400 megabit per second at 422. If you're trying to do that to an SD card, you have to buy very expensive SD cards. I've had a request to shoot an advert. I'm quite excited about it. I put a note out on Nextdoor. If you don't know Nextdoor, it's kind of like a neighbourhood collective conversation. People just post stuff about, oh, I've lost my cat, or I've found this, is this anybody's? And you know, if you find out what's going on in the area, people can advertise stuff. And so I decided to advertise my services. I wanted to do some free videography. So I put out an advert on Nextdoor and I got a message back saying, yeah, do you think you can shoot a video for my product? It's dog beds. Like, okay, you know what they say, don't work with children or animals, but sod it. Yeah, let's go for it, let's give it a go. And I was thinking, actually, I've already got some great kit that I could use, and that is my DJI Ronin S2. I've got it on charge at the moment, but the downside with the Ronin is that if you've got anything on the camera at all, you can't rotate, you can't maneuver it properly. So I thought, what I'd like to do is try and just get the GH5 on its own. I mean, really, I can strip it down to just the GH5, possibly even have the Rode Wireless Go on here, and then mic up the dog so I can actually get audio from him to feed in as well, or her. I don't know if it's a him or her yet. So that will mean that I can get rid of the cage, get rid of the screen, but that then means that I've got to record in lower quality footage unless I upgraded the SD cards. So I've done a bit of research and I bought a couple of 128 SDXC cards to go in there and try them. Now, the recommendation is that you use V90 cards in a GH5 if you want to record very high quality stuff. But I've actually gone for V60 because according to the write-ups, these V60 cards are as good and have not caused any lag with the people that have written in and written reviews. And they're damn sight cheaper as well, damn sight cheaper. So I got these two for 100 quid, which is still a shed load of money. But if you were to buy a 128 SDXC V90 card, then it's 120 quid each one. I'm gonna give these a go now, strip the camera down, and let's see what we can do with a minimalist approach. So let's give it a go. These cards configured, and then we need to scoot down to format, slot 1, delete all data, yes, slot 2, delete all data, yes, and that's it. Cards are ready to go. So let's get a new battery in there and go and give it a try. I tell you what, now that all the gear's off it, it's so much smaller form factors. It's gonna be really odd. Okay, let's max it. So we've got 400 megabit per second and 4K 25p. This is 422 10-bit, so this is the most that we can select for the GH5. Here we go. Recording to the card. Let's see how long it can go for. Still seems to be working. Got no movement control on this at the moment. 18 seconds, 20 seconds. writing away just fine. Okay. Well, I'm impressed. So this is 10-bit 422 straight through to the cards. So these cards then, Prograde SDXC V60s, flipping good purchase. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to them on Amazon's website. So if you need to get hold of some, you can yourself. Lumix GH5, New Freedom. I think I might just give it a try and get the DJI running gimbal set up and have a bit of a play with that. This is the thing about DJI, they make great stuff, but when you come to use them, you always get loads of updates. It has been a long time since I last used this gimbal though. So sure enough, firmware version underway. Once that's done, I'll zoom outside and go and have a bit of a play, see what we can capture. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out. I'm going to use Dudley as a model and see if I can follow him using this. And that's going to be a perfect test for the grading. Okay, so there is one other expectation I've got from these cards, and that is that when I plug them in to the MacBook now, I'm hoping I should get a much faster transfer rate as well. By the way, before I do plug in, this is the main difference. SDXC cards, you've got 2 rows of pins instead of just the one that you have with a standard SD card. Hopefully it gives you double the data rates. These are going to be massive, massive files. That first click is 1.36 gig, 5 gig on that. Okay, that's not bad import time then. I'm quite chuffed with that. So that is a good find. So these are them then, Prograde digital SDXC cards. Pretty damn quick to unload onto the Mac, but the main thing is they allow the camera to run on the highest rate. So yeah, save yourself a few quid. Don't bother going for the V90s, go for these V60s. They work perfectly well with the GH5. Well chuffed. Of course, GH6 is round the corner. Wonder if it'd work with them. Wonder if I'll be able to find out. Anyway, for now, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget, click down there, have a look down there, be the subscribe button and the bell icon for getting notified when next videos get released. But for now, thanks man, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Alright, bye. Oh. Big man bonkers. Best laid plans and all that. So I've just gone through and I've shifted terabytes and terabytes of data over to the backup disk. So I think we're about to give it a go.